Kayo ba sang-ayon dito po sa dapat 16 years old, bawal muna sa social media mga kabataan? Or kung hindi man, anong edad po para sa inyo dapat sila hayaan na gumamit ng social media?
Ma'am, personally, my personal opinion is that dapat po talaga meron tayong threshold. And I think 16 or 15 years old is an appropriate age where kasi yan po yung tinatawag nating more or less, I think a lot of studies would show and a lot of people who are in education, who are in child development would agree that that's the age where we have concrete evidence of discernment. Pag may discernment na po yung bata, mas mapagbibigyan o mapapabayaan po natin siya sa digital environment. But below that age, below that threshold, I agree po na dapat po yata wag muna natin sila ma-expose sa social media. I think the harmful effects outweigh the potential benefits. And whatever potential benefits that exposure to social media can provide a teenager, better when it's after that threshold. Mahahabol naman po yung benefits after that threshold. But the risk of the harm, I believe personally, it justifies prohibiting them from accessing social media past a certain age.
Oo, ang problem po kasi dyan, even if we prohibit them to use social media at a very young age, ngayon po ang problema po kasi dun sa pagpapatupad sa Australia is parang hindi rin kasiguruhan po talaga ito na 'di ba mailalayo po natin sila sa pagiging bayolente o sa karahasan kasi nga in Australia ang utos lang po nila sa mga platforms, maglagay kayo ng stricter measures sa mga platforms ninyo para masiguro na walang 16 anyos pababa na makakapasok po dyan. Tama po ba?
Yes, ma'am. And very similar to our discussion in our efforts in cybersecurity. And technology po kasi bago ng bago, it keeps changing. And so even if our platforms have those tools in place that would hopefully help ensure na nasusunod po na yung people of a certain age are prohibited from using those platforms. And at the same time, in similar discussions regarding yung pag-open po ng accounts, so how to ensure na yung tamang edad lang at yung taong yun siya po mismo, siya talaga yung tao na nagka-create ng account na yun. All of those are dependent on technology. Now, technology po kasi changes. So whatever app you come up with, meron po magde-develop ng app panglaban ng app mo. Panglaban ng measures mo. So, ang importante po, we have to keep developing policies, we have to keep developing technology in order to enforce yung mga mandato po ng batas.
Parang ang ano siya dito, to be straightforward about this particular issue, ang challenge dito siya is yung implementasyon.
Yun, oo.
Alright? So, Yusek, yung technical na aspeto nito, yung pong binabanggit nyo, in case po magkaroon nga ng ganito pong uri ng batas sa atin, paano yun? Kayo sa DICT, ano ang laban natin? As we speak now, yung Gorbax na pinag-uusapan ninyo sa Apple phones, wala na. Pero sa Android ng Samsung, meron pa din. Alam niyo yun? So, dun muna tayo. Yung challenge nito, kapag nag-ban, paano masisiguro na yung bata nga hindi makaka-access?
Opo, that's correct, sir. No? The implementation talaga, that's really a challenge. There are ways to go around. So kami po, we have tools in place. Yung tools po niyan, and that's the reason why yearly, budget season na naman po. And ito po, mananawagan po na naman kami sa aming sa ating mga mambabatas na kung pa pwede mabigyan po tayo ng proper resources para po mabili, ma-develop, ma-establish po namin yung mga tools na kailangan, mabigyan ng training yung mga tao po natin, yung mga kasamahan po natin, para ma-implement yung batas. Are there tools available? Meron po. But like I discussed earlier, whatever tools we train for, whatever tools we are able to acquire, meron pong paraan naman yung mga ibang tao para kamahanapan. So it's a continuing effort po talaga and so we have to keep active, we have to keep ready para po maisatuloy yung implementasyon.
Sige, ganito pa lang po para medyo ano ho itong ating example. TikTok halimbawa, kapag nagkaroon ng ban dito, ano yan, kayong gobyerno ang makikipag-usap doon sa may-ari ng TikTok? Paano po, how do you go about it, please? Sige nga po.
So if there is a law that would ban
Okay. Oo.
yung ganyan po, we would be able to take it down by preventing them from accessing yung spectrum po natin dito sa Pilipinas. And so the taking down of websites, even if they try to put it up, once we've identified po yung ano nila, yung kung saan nila ipuput up, masasara na po natin yun eh. And so there are really tools in place to do it. Of course, tama po kayo. The other way of doing it is going to the corporate owner. Sino po yung
Yes.
may-ari?
Oo.
And then asking them na sa bansa po namin, huwag nyo na pong i-provide yung access. And so we can either do it through that way or talagang sa pilitan po na itutumba po natin yung site po nila.
Mga kapatid, patuloy po kayong tumutok sa 105.9 True FM para sa totoong balita, impormasyon, music, and entertainment. Mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube channel at podcast at sundan nyo kami sa Facebook, Instagram, X at TikTok sa True Network PH. Bisitahin din po ang aming official website, truefm.ph. At panoorin din kami sa True TV Signal, Channel 19. Kami po ang 105.9 True FM. Laging true sa'yo, kapatid.